do not increase your Google Ads budget before you watch this video. Now, in this video, I'm going to show you 10 different things that you need to do before even thinking about increasing your budget. Now, increasing your budget isn't always the best way to get the best possible more sales or more conversions. So the question is really that, when should you increase your budget? Because before immediately reacting to Google's limited by budget, and that's what we normally get in a Google Ads campaign, what you'll see is you've got a campaign and it'll say limited by budget, and it's a very common thing that you hear. And then what happens is that people generally just hit okay, fine, I'm going to click on that and I'm going to increase my budget from £10 a day to £20 a day, or $20 a day, or $50 a day to $100 a day. But what's really important is to evaluate whether increasing the budget is the best move or are there better solutions. Because 9 times out of 10, even when Google call you, right, and we've all had the infamous call from Google saying, hey, it's Google here, we've seen that you've just launched a Google Ads campaign and we want to help you. We want to help you to get more conversions, more sales. So I want to personally mentor you for the next 30 days for absolutely free of charge. And we get really happy that, hey, Google's calling me. But have you ever noticed that Google will never, ever, ever tell you to reduce your budget? I've never heard Google call either myself or any of my clients and saying, hey, you need to reduce your budget. It's always increasing your budget, okay? So what I'm saying is that, by blindly increasing your budget, you could be making a bad situation worse. So you need to check out for things before you decide to increase your budget. Now, if you're losing typically 20 to 30% of your search impression shares due to budget, that's an indication to say there's room for improvement or greater visibility. However, don't rush into it. Don't just add funds into it. You need to check this video, and I'm going to tell you 10 different things that you need to do before increasing your budget and before listening to the Google's limited my budget, or even listen to Google when they call you to say increase my budget. Before I do, my name is Ajay Dhunna. I've been running Google Ads for the best part of 20 years now. So I run a digital marketing agency. We've got a whole bunch of clients. We've managed almost $1 million of spend per year on serving Google Ads alone. On top of that, we do other stuff as well. So we do know what we're talking about. We've been through a lot, we've seen a lot of campaigns, and I'm going to put all that knowledge that I've got into this short video for you, which is going to cover around about 10 different steps. Now, before I do, please, go ahead and take a copy, get a copy of this book, right? Don't take a copy, sorry. There'll be a link somewhere in the description below. Get a copy of this book. It's called How to Win Customers with Google Ads. Now, this book has been personally written by myself, and it'll tell you everything that you need to do to create awesome Google Ads campaigns which could make your business more profitable, bring in more leads and more sales into your business. It's got worksheets in it, it's got examples in it, it's got live examples in it, and the book is free. The only thing you need to do is to cover the postage and packaging. So make sure you get a hold of a copy of this book. So here goes. What should you be thinking about before you decide to increase your budget or to react to the Google's limited by budget symbol that it puts next to each campaign? Now, the first thing is check your search queries. So you need to do search query analysis. So you need to dive into your search terms report and then filter out any irrelevant or non-converting queries using negative keywords to prevent your budget just being absolutely drained. So, because it could be that you're getting shown for various search terms which are nothing to do with your business. They may be totally irrelevant to your business, or it could be that 80% of your search terms are not driving any conversions whatsoever, right? So which of these should you be reducing? And it's not easy to say, hey, I'm just going to be putting that as a negative or taking that as a negative. There's a whole art that goes behind it. But search term analysis is definitely one thing you need to be doing before deciding to increase your budget. The second thing you need to be thinking about is the have you got relevant ads? So are your ads, do your ads resonate with the user's intent? Right. So what you got to do is you got to avoid misleading ads or miscrafted ads, as the so call it, which could mean that you're generating a whole load of inquiries, or sorry, a whole load of clicks, but no conversions. Right. So people are clicking on the ad, but they're not converting, and you don't want those. Right. You want to have you want to make sure that each one of your ads is designed to not only attract your target audience, but it's also designed to disqualify those audiences who are likely to click on your ad but not convert into a sale or an inquiry. The third thing that you need to check is your ad position and your cost per click metrics. So if your ads are often appearing in lower positions despite having very competitive CPCs, you need to consider having a budget review, because it could be that, hey, you got high competition, right? So you got a very high CPC for various keywords which may be not converting, or the competitive nature of those keywords might be too high, right? But first you need to check if being at the top positions, is it really going to generate you a whole lot of inquiries? So what I'm saying by that is that just because you're position number 1, it doesn't mean to say you're going to get your conversion. Sometimes what you will find is that being at a lower position, slightly lower position, maybe 2, maybe position 3, brings you more conversions, or even a better cost per conversion, so you're getting a better ROI on your ads itself. Point number 4 is your landing page integrity. And what I mean by that is that before upping your budget, you need to ensure that your landing page delivers a very seamless experience in relation to the ads that are appearing. So basically, what you want to make sure is that when somebody's clicked on your ad, then when they go to your landing page, they still have that same experience, right? It's not like I've gone to a landing page which is totally unconnected with what they might be searching for. And then, of course, it goes into landing page optimization, whereby you're making sure that not only is the page relevant, but is the structure of your landing page perfect. So in other words, it's got great headlines, it's got images, it's got great call to actions. It's all the copy, ad copy, or the page copy is well written, easy to understand, and so on. Point number 5 is optimized campaign segmentation. And what I mean by that is that a well-structured campaign lets you distribute your funds effectively. So what I mean by that is that you need to ensure that high-performing segments or campaigns are prioritized, so that they are the campaigns that are taking up most of your budget, and your campaigns are not too sort of thinly split. So what you don't want to be doing is that you don't want your budget to be distributed distributed equally between those campaigns that are driving you most of your conversions, compared to those campaigns that may be attracting a high amount of clicks or costs, but are delivering a very low amount of conversions. So you need to be prioritizing the higher performing campaigns. Point number 6, benchmarking conversion rates. So what do I mean by that? So if you suddenly see that your conversion rates have dropped below industry standards, or you see a decline, you need to address these issues before expanding on your budget or before increasing your budget, because it could be that, hey, it could be on-site factors like your page speed or mobile speed, which may be the main culprit. Likewise, it could be seasonality or the nature of the competitions. For example, if your children, or if you're at a period of time whereby kids are off school, it could be that parents' priority is not to delve into the service that you provide. It could be that, hey, they want to spend their money on taking the kids for holidays and so on, right? So you need to understand seasonality, you need to understand your competition, so you've got a bit of a benchmark. You can even look at year-on-year trends, so you generally know that, hey, August, for example, is going to be a low converting month. So what sort of strategy can be put into August because we know that historically it's been a low converting month. That's just as one example. Point number 7 is assessing your quality score. So a low quality score means that you're paying more to be at the same position as your competitors might be paying to be at a more competitive position. So you need to keep an eye on your quality score, so that what it does is that by having a high quality score, it means that you don't have to pay as much to get ahead of your competition, and therefore you're getting a better ROI on the amount that you're spending. So look at your quality score, especially on keywords or campaigns which are spending more of your budget. So you need to prioritize your efforts before that, and then so before, again, increasing your budget, just check these 7 points that I've said so far. Point number 8, and remember, before I do hit the subscribe button if you like what I'm talking about, right? Hit the subscribe button, hit the notifications button, because 70% of people who are watching my videos on a regular basis, and I've got the stats to prove it, are not subscribed. So hey, do me a favor, right? Because you're not losing out or anything, you're only gaining by looking at my videos, right? Just hit that subscribe button, hit the notifications button, so that when I do create new content, you'll be the first to be notified. And remember, get a copy of my book, How to Win Customers with Google Ads. There's a link below. The book is free. The only thing you need to do is to cover the postage and packaging. Point number 8, let's get back into it, is Geo Targeting Insights. And what I mean by that is you need to reevaluate metrics based on different regions. So if certain regions or certain geographies are consistently outperforming others, then you need to redirect those funds into those geographies or those areas, instead of just having a blanket budget targeting the whole of a certain area. So really get a bit granular, maybe even down to city level, to see where are most of our conversions coming from. And then what you can do something called bid adjustment. You can do a positive bid adjustment as well as a negative bid adjustment, or you can even do exclusions if you want to make sure that your budget is being focused in those areas that are driving your conversions, and you're not spending so much of your budget in locations that are driving you no conversions. Point number 9 is time scheduling insights. So you need to be examining the performance metrics during various times of the day or days of the week even, right? So if specific times consistently you are yielding you better returns, then why don't you adjust your budget to prioritize those peak hours rather than raising your overall budget? And likewise, if you've got certain hours of the day which are driving you hardly any conversions, but your ads are still appearing in those in those hours of the day, or maybe even days of the week, then cut down on those, because that's then saving your budget. So again, just increasing your budget is not the answer. You need to make sure you've been through these 9 things that I told you about. So number 10, leveraging ad extensions. So you need to be making sure that you're tapping into ad extensions effectively. So these not only do they provide additional information to your ad, but can boost your ad's click-through rate, right? And by increasing your click-through rate, you're getting more conversions, and again, it's attributing towards the quality score of your ads as well. So again, look at your ad extensions to make sure that they are working effectively, and analyze them, which ones are working and which ones are not working very well. Finally, look at your bid strategy. So you need to be making sure that you are using the right bid strategy, right? And not only that, but you've given it enough time, you've given the algorithm enough time or the AI enough time to go through your ads and work out what's working and what's not working. So you can't just change a bid strategy and say, hey, in 3 days time or 4 days time I'm going to look at it to see if it's worked or not. You need to give it at least 2 weeks, and you need to make sure that you've got the right target impression shares. Say for example, if you're running a max conversion campaign, firstly, are you running a max conversions, or is it just a blanket manual CPC or something, right? So assuming you're running a max conversions campaign, then have you set a parameter for your target CPA? Alright, otherwise the algorithm will just regardless get you more conversions, but it may not be in line with your target CPA. So although, well, in conclusion, although your budget can potentially enhance your visibility, you need to ensure that your budget is being used effectively and efficiently. So regularly, you need to make sure that you're regularly refining your campaigns using this checklist to maximize your ads expenditure effectively, and not just simply jump into it and start increasing your budget just because when you log into your Google Ads campaign it says limited by budget, or simply because Google's called you and said you need to increase your budget. Go through this checklist, save this, do comment on it. If you found this video useful, just write in it Google Ads checklist, put it in the comment below, Google Ads checklist. And if there's anything that you want to know about, let me know what it is that you'd like to know about, then I can create a video based on that. Great. And remember, get a copy of my book, links below, click on it now. Right, it's free at the moment. All you need to do is to cover the postage and packaging, and it will help your business. At the same time, if you found that this video is useful to you, do hit the subscribe button, do hit the notifications button, do me a favor, right, because it'll help the algorithm to send this video out to more people or more businesses who need to get more conversions and better ROI on their Google Ads campaigns. Take care guys, and I'll see you on the next video. Goodbye for now.